Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel, James13 Wicca, in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also below. Other than that, let's get into your selection. Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Taurus? Is this like a rebirth of something? Might be. Might be. Let's see. This already happened? Okay. What part already happened? Something like we might be heading towards a rebirth. That's in the future. There may be a part of this that you're not happy with, but that's already happened if that's the case. Okay. So these two cards come together. The Ten of Swords is at the bottom, so there's a lot here that I feel like you're not happy with. Something I feel like you think about every now and then. You're not happy with how it was last connected. I don't know if I would say, I don't think anything ended. I just feel like maybe there's like an acquaintance, a friendship, a family member, a coworker. The last time I worked with them or dealt with them, I don't like how that went. And it's been bothering me. I don't think, I keep getting like it's bothering me with the Ten of Swords, which is usually like, that's devastation. Like, I really don't like it. I feel like I'm worried about what something means more than what it actually is. And I need more answers because I don't know. There's too much variable thing going on here. Okay. Yeah, it's the mystery. You got the Moon card and you got the Seven of Pentacles. I'm not happy because I don't know what's going on here, and there's something here I don't like. I don't like the way it's looking. It just, nope, it doesn't sound right, nope, something isn't right. I know something isn't right, I don't know what it is, and I don't like that I don't know what it is. I'm trying to give it some time. I'm trying to take it carefully. I'm also trying to keep the situation going. You're not letting this situation fail. But also, I'm nervous about it. I'm like, is something happening that I don't like? Is something going on here that if I know about it, I can make a difference with? I can't get the answers right yet. I don't know why. Why can't you have the answers just yet? Three of Swords and the Justice card. It's just starting to emerge. More information needs to happen. Something isn't right. I feel like you know something isn't right. Something isn't right here, and I feel like you're very confident, like, this isn't adding up. Something has to be wrong. Something has to be off. And I'm kind of nervous to find out what it is. You also have these two things coming in, like, randomly information is coming your way. Randomly possibilities are coming your way. This is an action card. Fire is usually action, but I keep getting information. So, like, what do we mean? So there might be certain situations or certain opportunities coming your way randomly, but there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of information through action. How you're seeing things play out, where you're seeing things play out, when you're seeing things play out. These are all pieces of the puzzle. That's information pieces. It's technically coming through action, but I keep getting like it's intellectual. There's a lot of intellectual things coming in. I keep getting that. So take that with a grain of salt, of course. How much longer before this next part comes? I mean, it's a general read, but you know. Not long. That's an answer. You got the Strength card coming in like this. That's usually a very quick card. It can talk about Leo sometimes. The Six of Fire reversed is kind of like not on your timetable. What do you mean? So like, it's not like I can look on a calendar and be like, oh, this is when I'm going to see this person next, so it could happen then. Not like that. I'm not expecting this next moment. It's just happening, which is not usually something that Taurus cares for, but something's coming forward. Something's coming forward, and somebody else knows what they're doing, and they're creating what they want to create. Is this good or bad for Taurus? Whatever they're wanting. Yeah. Information again. Is that the Devil card reversed? Because that could be good. Yeah, Devil card reversed. So the release of bonds, the release of something is getting released, which makes sense with the Fool card, because that's kind of like the Devil card reversed is getting released from things, in my opinion, things that might have been holding you down, or because it talks about Capricorn, that being reversed may not be to your liking actually, because it might be releasing a system that maybe you were comfortable with and you were thriving with. And you were like, I knew what the rules were. I knew they were rigid, but I was at peace with that. And I was working within those rules. I wasn't expecting them to get released. This energy is somebody else is freeing something here. I feel like it's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. It's freeing you up. It's giving you more space, but also it's taking away a foundation that you maybe did not want that to happen with. It's 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. They're trying to give you a heads up. Whatever this is, somebody else has made their decision. And once they've made their decision, they're literally going their own way. They're doing their own thing. They're leaving you with whatever's left. And they're just like, whatever you want from that, have at it, Taurus. I'm out. And they're gone. They're just going. I don't feel like they're physically like not around. I feel like they're emotionally not invested anymore. Okay. What is this? This actually is where this goes better for you. Because I feel like I've been uncomfortable for a while. Something hasn't seemed right for a while. I'm not really sure if I like it. And then I do think the answers are coming with this. Answers as much as you're going to get. Answers as much as you're going to get. Okay. Am I missing? No, okay, go into this. This is going to put you in a spot where you're like, well, I didn't put in all this effort just to throw this all away. That energy is moving on and leaving me with what's left. I am going to claim what's left and make my own situation. I don't remember the name of that movie. I just remember the Peculiar Children part. Miss somebody's Home for Peculiar Children. Something like that. You might be collecting the leftovers, which could include people, and you're making something out of that. The world coming in with a whole new effort in life for you, and this situation is coming forward, and I think you're going to be in control of it. I don't think you were designing it that way, but this is about what you want, not what other people want. Keep that in mind. When this happens, the first reaction is, I want to continue with what's expected. This is a good card, I know that. It's a Lover's card, right? This may not serve you, because this might be going forward with the system as it was presented to you, whatever that is. But ironically, this whole time, you may have been looking at the system in play, wanting to make edits. Kind of like, this is set up this way. Well, that's how they set it up, so I guess I'll keep it that way. Versus like, maybe it's like, well, it's set up that way, but I don't think that's how it should go, but that's how it's set up, so I guess I'll sit with it. This is keeping things without making edits. Just for the sake of like keeping it the same, which is weird because it's the Lover's card. It would work, but they're saying you have an option, by the way, that could go better for you. There's certain things you would like to do differently. Change them. Change them at the rate you feel fit. This is the best time to change things. If you're going to change things, they're saying this is when you would do it. It's high, the most likely this is when you would do it. It's very fertile at this point to do it the way you want. It's very comfortable, in my opinion. As comfortable as the change would be, this is going to be the most comfortable time. So I keep looking at like a book. I don't know what this book is supposed to be, but it's like somebody gave you a manuscript or a play, and they're like, well, here's the play. I'm not doing it anymore. You can do what you want with it. Knock your socks off. And you're like, well, there's certain scenes I don't like how they play out. I don't like how this person talks to that person, or I don't like where the setting is. Something like that. Maybe you want to change the ending. Whatever it is, this is the time to do it, to make it what you want it to be. The other energy walked away. You need to do what you want, what you see fit with. You don't need to do anything. I shouldn't say it that way. It would probably serve you best. It's more, okay, there's positive energy here. What do I say about this? It's like more engaging. I get more excited about it. I like it more. I feel more connected with it. You definitely will feel more connected with it by making the edits that you want. And you make it more of your own. This is a good idea. It's up to you if you're going to do that. Once you change it, I don't see that changing again. I also kind of feel like this is a window of opportunity. If you step forward and you don't change it, I don't feel it likely that you're going to change it later. I just don't feel it very likely at all. Once the window passes, whatever it is what it is, and that's what it's going to be. After that's been established, you're going to move forward. You're going to do what you want. It's going to be like second nature to you for the most part, whether you make the edits or not. I feel like it's more beneficial for you to make the edits that you feel fit. But once you've stepped forward, whether you've made it or not, I feel like it's going to stick the way it's going to stick. And a new beginning happens. The other side, wherever this came from, there's a little side note with this, just so you're aware. There is like this looking over your shoulder energy, but like the non-committal energy to it at the same time. It's like, I feel like there's going to be comments no matter what you choose. No matter what you choose. I would make peace with I just feel like somebody's going to make comments, and it's almost like they walked away, wanted you to take over. You're taking over in the way that you see fit, and then they have little comments because they don't really like the way you're doing it. Well, if they didn't like that, they should have kept it and done it themselves. I feel like Taurus has a thick skin on this one. I just wouldn't invest in other people's opinions. Even if it came from somebody else and they're like, well, that was mine originally and then you changed it. Yeah, you could have kept doing it the way you wanted to. You just had to stay in control of it. You said I could do what I wanted, so I did what I wanted. Either way, Taurus is going to do it the way Taurus sees fit. Taurus is going to do it the way Taurus feels is correct. And that's how it's going to go. This is a side thing. You don't have to appease this energy if you don't want to. I would just keep downplaying it. It'll be easier. If you downplay it, it just seems to kind of back off a lot more. I would just downplay it and just stay busy on things that you actually want to do. I would try not to spend too much time in what somebody else who let go of a situation would prefer you did it. I would prefer you did it this way, Taurus. I would prefer you did it that way, Taurus. I just wouldn't even play into that. I would just conveniently be busy and not engage with that if I don't have to, and keep downplaying it. I think after a while it will kind of dissipate and kind of leave you alone. But once we set the standard, I recommend you keep the standard if that's how it works, if that works better for you. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.